Episode 6. Young Shepherd. During the Paleolithic era, humans survived by hunting wild animals and gathering fruits. Human beings have developed sophisticated hunting skills and formidable tools, making it relatively easy to maintain their food supply. After tens of thousands of years of evolution, human physiology had adapted to a high-fat, low-sugar diet and a lifestyle involving frequent physical activity. However, the good times did not last. About 12,000 years ago, global climate change led to a significant decrease in the availability of prey. To sustain their lives, humans not only gathered fruits but also began to domesticate poultry and livestock. While some humans thought of using agriculture to increase their food sources, those without farming experience struggled to understand the timing of planting. Planting too early or too late was futile, resulting in no harvest. At that time, a once-in-a-generation genius was born. However, his brilliant mind did not make him better suited for the Paleolithic lifestyle of hunting and gathering than his peers. Despite his intellectual abilities, the young genius couldn't hunt wild animals and was far less efficient at gathering fruits than his peers, causing his parents great concern about his future. Ultimately, based on the highly competitive hunting and gathering ability assessment, he was assigned to the shepherding class. From that point forward, the young genius was known as Young Shepherd. After learning all the skills related to shepherding, young Shepherd was assigned to a grassy area on a hill with a withered tree. He discovered that while the tree didn't move, its shadow did, and the length and direction of the shadow changed throughout the day. Due to the difficulty of changing careers, young Shepherd observed the phenomenon closely over an extended period and noticed another strange occurrence. He found that the length of the tree's shadow was shortest at noon every day. However, the length of the shadow differed between summer and winter, with shorter shadows in summer and longer shadows in winter. This variation in shadow length occurred cyclically every year. Thanks to young Shepherd's meticulous observations, he realized that by continuously measuring and recording the length of the shadow of the same long stick at noon every day, he could determine the day of the year when the shadow was longest and when it was shortest. The day with the longest shadow became what we now call the winter solstice, and the day with the shortest shadow was the summer solstice. Using the straightforward, measure the shadow of a stick method, accurately identifying the winter solstice was much easier than the summer solstice. Because of the smaller margin of error and easier distinction during the long-shadowed winter days. With a cycle of approximately 365 or 366 days between these measurements, young Shepherd realized that this pattern could help predict annual changes in climate and the arrival of spring. This discovery enables farmers to determine the best time for planting. In addition to animals' activities and migrations, the growth cycles of plants were closely tied to Earth's climate. Therefore, understanding the regular patterns of climate change throughout the year became a valuable reference for farmers to sow their crops. Thanks to young Shepherd's discovery, humans learned when to cultivate, safely navigating through the crisis of climate change. This shift marked the transition from the Paleolithic era, where they survived through hunting and gathering, to the Neolithic era, characterized by agriculture. However, measuring the winter solstice was not exclusive to young Shepherd. For many ancient civilizations, it was a crucial date. How different ancient cultures marked the winter solstice is a topic for the next episode, Winter Solstice.